The following is a presentation of TFNN. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Every trading day, live at 10 a.m. Eastern. Call now, toll free at 877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 62, Nasdaq's up 5, S&P's up 3, Gold's down 13.50, trading 19.33 an ounce. You get silver off 71 cents, $26.43 an ounce. Light sweet crude off 93 cents, $41.91 a barrel. Notes and bonds. We have the 10-year down 3 ticks, 139.15. The 30-year off 9 at 179.01. And King Dollar's up a 645 ticks, trading 93.438. The euro is at 117. The yen is at 105.98. And the British pound is at 130 to 1 U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. I know what's going on in your world. Let's go take a look at the world of the NDX because it's running the market, and, man, it's running it in a big way. You got NVIDIA. NVIDIA right now inside the NDX is up 2.4% or $11. You get Tesla. That's the big number up there, 2.2% or $47. Ultra Salon up 2.2 or $4.56. And here's the king. The king is up 2%. Excuse me. Apple. Up $9.53. Excuse me, folks. All-time highs. Now, Apple had an intraday ABC structure on the way up yesterday, folks. That price projection was at the 476 level. So you want to watch that. I can do this intraday because that looks like it just did a 1 to 1.382 ABC structure on the way up. You want to watch it because when you do finish ABC structures, the bottom line, most times you do something other than continue in the same way. Now, Apple is the animal it is, and, you know, the funds that are into Apple, the computers that are into Apple, meaning all the computers are into Apple, they totally understand. You drive Apple, you drive the market. It could be a way that the funds, the large funds, are getting out of the rest of their stocks as you drive Apple, because the bottom line is that when you take a look at, if you've ever heard of breadth inside the marketplace, now that's a fundamental term, there's no doubt about that, but the bottom line is there's no breadth in the marketplace. What you have is that you have a few stocks, Apple being the biggest one, okay, that is driving this, and we're not talking about 30 stocks in the Dow Industrials, okay, we're talking that too, but you're talking about 2,000 stocks in the Nasdaq, you're talking about 500 stocks in the S&P. So there's certainly big numbers. If we go over to the Dow Industrials and we look at the Dow, you're going to see the Dow's up 105 points, Apple's 65 of that, Walmart's 12, Caterpillar's 8. Taken away from it. There's very small numbers taken away from it, too, by the way. You got Home Depot, -4, Boeing, -4, 3M, -2. I mean, it's very, very small. We go, let's go take a look at Tesla first. So the Tesla, yes, it's stretched in a big way, but Tesla actually, it does have another ABC structure on the way up happening. And it's a monster, too, by the way, folks, okay? So we'll see if, in fact, Tesla's going to end up holding above this 2021. The high of yesterday was 2021. We are at 2049, and let me just look at this for a second, because I believe this is like a 400 A to B. 1923. You got 13, 14, 550 almost, which gets you like 2,300. And we're 2055. So it is no doubt a monster number. And we'll see whether, that two stocks can basically hold that market up. The fight is going to be extraordinary out here because what you do get is this. When you have two equities like we do, well, particularly, let's just talk Apple for a second. When you have Apple, that is basically running almost 17% of the S&P, that is just one monster number because it's not going to take much being a very large owner of Apple saying, okay, if you're a fundamentalist, does it deserve this, number one? And it might. I don't know, okay? Bottom line, if you take a look at the profits that have been generated just in a month, it is pretty hard to comprehend that if you're an owner of this, that you don't take some bread off the table. If we go back to just to the price point of, let's see, it's not even a month. Yeah, no, it's July 30th. If I go back to July 30th, just to give you an idea, Warren Buffett has made $25 billion on that one position. Just from there, not from the March lows. Just, it's not even 21 trading days. Let me see what it is. 5, 10, oh my God. 17 trading days. 17 trading days, that fund has made $25 billion. That's, if you're in the business of making money, folks, the bottom line is that just as how do they make money in Las Vegas? How do retail investors make money in Las Vegas? What do? You go to the cashiers and you cash in, folks. You don't stay in the game. Bottom line, we'll see when you have those types of profits, if in fact anyone is going to move Apple out at all. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Let's go take a look at some of the higher volume equities out here. We've had a low volume market in a monster way all week, no doubt about that. You had the Dow Industrials, the NYSE got under 800 million yesterday, did 7 something. So the higher volume equities out here, we get Rocket Companies, that's Rocket Mortgage, that went up $2, that's $25. That's quite an acceleration. They went public around 25, 27, went down to 18 and snapped right back. You have American Airlines off 5 cents. You get Intel down 38. Tesla's the big number. That's up $50 right now. Foot Locker, we'll take a look at that. That come out with numbers. That's up 52 cents. You get Transocean off 6 cents. Wells Fargo's flat. Wells Fargo's going to start laying huge amount of people off. We're going to start seeing some bigger layoffs here and bigger job losses, folks, as we come into the fall. And the bottom line is that you're talking about serious business, just as anyone knows that, you have a job is no big deal. You lose a job, that's a depression, a recession, all of the above. When it hits home, it hits home fast and furious. No two ways about that. Gold contract, we get some action here, man. Particularly the cool thing here inside the gold market right now is that you do have strength inside the dollar. And the bottom line is that you get a monster ejection of lower price out here. We've moved really nice out here this morning. We had is at 8 o'clock. Was it 8 o'clock this morning? Yeah, it was 8 o'clock this morning. You were down at the lows at 916. You got all the way up to the price point of 947, and you have volume up there at 947. By the way, we just pulled back again into the strength and rejected it. So I suspect before this day is done. Particularly even before 1:30. So 1:30, the pit closes. I suspect you're going to be up another $10. That would put gold basically kind of flat out here. Dow Industrials right now up 45. NASDAQ is down 6. The amazing thing this morning, too, by the way, folks, when the NDX 100 futures, this is like 6:30, 7 o'clock this morning, we're down 50. Maybe it was 7:30. Apple was still up $2.50. So it's not going to take much for that NDX to basically fall apart. We'll come right back.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up 47, Nasdaq's up 6, S&P's a flat. Let's go to our man Mark in Fort Collins. Mark, what's going on, brother?
Hey, Tom. How you doing today?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
I'm doing great, thanks.
Good, man. So, I love it when you call. And I can tell you something, folks. Mark can pick out these ABC structures, whether they're up or down. And wait to hear this conversation. This is going to be really cool. So talk to me, man.
So I'm looking at a daily.
Yep.
And I want to know if this is enough of a retracement to cause it to be an ABC up. But go from 724.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
The low
724.
356.
356. Yep, okay.
Up to the high of 86, August 6th, which is 457. That's about $101.
Yeah.
And then you have a retracement, a slight one, back to 811, which gets you to 436.
Okay.
You put 101 on that, that's 537. Do you think that's viable? Because we took out the 806 day on 813 with 2 million more shares.
I know. Listen to this, man. This is sick. I'm so glad you called. So what happens, folks, is that when people call, the producer sends it over. So I'm familiar with Mark big time with him picking out these ABCs. So, Mark, what I did is this, man. This actually blew my mind, too. Now, I didn't do that daily one, but the daily one's there, too, right? But watch this. This is
weekly, too, right?
Yeah. And 543 is the weekly, man. Yeah, I know. Yeah, and it's pretty clear. On the weekly, you got that 399, right? At the week of the 17th, you had volume out there of 179 million. You blew it away with 211. So yeah, and guess what?
So do you go from all the way from the March low up to that high?
Yeah, and that comes out to 535. And what did you just had? You had 555, right, on the daily?
530, 540, something like that.
Well, that's even more intense if you had 535 because I had 543 in the weekly.
Okay.
Yeah. So
okay, so if that's the case, this market's not done for a while.
There's no doubt, man. It's not even close. It's yeah. And
I was thinking of shorting something, and I'm like, maybe not.
Yeah, no, there's no doubt, because what you do have is that you want to be short at the end of ABC structures. And as you just said, you just pick this ABC up, and it is an ABC up, man. And it's also out there that this is sick. What could happen here, that this would be really weird. Tesla's an ABC up too, and it's a monster, okay? Now, what could certainly happen is that you could still almost go sideways for, another 3 or 4 weeks. They could finish their ABC structures up, but because so many other equities are down, that the indices don't have to be that much higher. That's what I think we've had happen. Well, here, we can see it. Watch this. So if I put up Apple, right, and we just go from, let's go from the breakout area, which is, what's that? That's the 31st, right? So Apple right now is basically $100 higher, and 31st. We got to remember that date. Okay, the 31st. And then if I go to the SPY, and I look at the 31st, that's the 30th. There's the 31st. So the SPY is at 338. It was at 326. That's not a big number. And if I take a look at the Qs on the 31st, now this should be larger. 31st. That's 265 to 280. It's big, but it's certainly not as, like Apple's had a 25% move, and that's certainly not even, that's what was 5% inside the indices. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Pretty intense, though, man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is. Okay, well, good. Well, I just wanted to confirm that because I just wasn't sure, because some of those retracements weren't very big, and I didn't know what you required on your ABCs for like a retracement. I couldn't remember,
now,
that one.
Listen to the scary thing here. This is the scary thing, folks. Okay, is that the least retracement actually tells you that the strength is extraordinary. That's how that works. You know? So there's one of them on an ABC structure. If you just do a sideways move, I call that, bottom line, it's almost a zero retracement. That's about the strongest you can get. And in Apple's case, it seems like I would say that seems almost impossible what it's doing. But bottom line is that, it's done it.
So do you have time to look at one more thing?
Yes.
So I was looking at the XLE. It just finished a small ABC down.
Okay.
And it's coming in, I don't know, maybe the volume's too heavy coming back. I was just wondering if you think that's right for a bounce, but...
Well, let's see. So coming into the swing point with 24 million. Yesterday it did 19. Let's put this on a weekly for a second.
It just finished like a ABC down in the last couple of weeks. And
I'd let this baby get into this, 34.24 and just see what it's going to do.
Okay.
Yeah. And what that is, folks, that's the swing point from the 10th, the week of the 10th of July. Because what we have had, like if we go over to Exxon, we take a look at Exxon, you got, Exxon's been really, it's been going sideways, but Exxon looks like it also wants to go to 40.91. You've hit 41.03 today. That's a high volume low. And if that croaks that, you're going to get some big action on the way down. Chevron, so these are the two largest weighting structures. Chevron looks like it's going to hold. I mean, Chevron's, coming into this swing point with light volume. But you can see, we've traded at the same spot in both the Exxon as well as Chevron since April, so.
Yeah.
It's a wild one, man. Oh, look at Apple, man. Oh, my God. I'm glad you called, man. I swear to God. Because what happens? I mean, the bottom line is that you look at it and you say to yourself, okay, man, how much more can it go? But guess what, folks? And this is the sickest part. I have seen the biggest ABC structures was at the end of the market in 1999, okay? Remember it well. I got one was a 200-point A to B equals C to D. I got 177 points out of it. And even when I was buying it, I'm saying to myself, this is insane. Well, bottom line is that was Qualcomm, and it did it in 6 days or something. So when you do get the end of markets, that's what happens, So someone buying right here and it finishes ABC up makes another 50 points. That's I know,
crazy.
exactly. Right, exactly. I know. Yeah, totally, man.
But I'm not doing it.
I'm not either, man. I'm telling you. But you know exactly. So.
All right, thanks, Tom.
Okay, man, have a great one. Have a safe one. Let's go over to those NQs and take a look at them, because the bottom line, we were down 50 inside the NQs. Now you're up 36. Hasn't reached the highs of yesterday yet. You know, the highs of yesterday, oh, well, actually, it was last night. The highs of last night was 11,524. But they certainly have some juice in them. And, you know, you actually got juice. Let's see, right there. Yeah, well, that's a down, no. Okay, so this is going to be interesting, man. You know, it looks like it wants to test this high of last night, that's for sure. That's the 524. You're right next to it right now. And if we go back inside it, you're going to see, of course, this is, like, you talk about Groundhog Day, folks. I'm sure you're tired of hearing it, too, and I'm tired of saying it. Now Apple's just taken over the #1 position, up 2.8%. NVIDIA's up 2.7%. Tesla's up 2.5%. Come right back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartleys, ABCs, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Ride 'em, cowboy. Dow up 55, Nasdaq's up 31, S&P's up 4.5. We get over to Apple, we got to look at this, man, because this is about as amazing as you can get. Because when you have an Apple intraday out here, again, we get another intraday ABC structure on the way up. Your B point on this, well, it's going to be close. Let's see. What are you? Yeah, your B point is 484. Your A's down at the bottom, 73. So let's say it's $10. So you got about 491 now, and right now you're at 487. What I'd really like to, well, hey, we'll as we were just talking with Mark, you can see the aspect of the larger deal. It doesn't mean it has to do it either. By the way, folks, okay. If this market was going to go down, more than likely what you get is that Apple would be forced up more than $14. I think it'd be forced up good $20, $25 or something like that. Then, if you got a quick reversal, then it would be like, okay, man, it's going to take a break. Bottom line, at this particular point, it's not in the cards. And it's not in the cards in Tesla either. So that is saying that, yeah, you get higher prices. Now, inside the S&P, you can see the S&P, it's pretty amazing that the S&P is only up 3 points when, in fact, between Apple and Microsoft, I believe, is 17% of the S&P. Yeah, and they're both up. So you can see that's almost, almost 1 in 5 stocks, 20% of the S&P. Well, the rest of those S&P stocks must be at the lower price. Yeah. But guess what? Right now, higher price. Bonds. Let's go take a look at the bond market out here. That got a little weak out here this morning. The 10-year right now, that was 139.23 at a high. And let's see where it's shaking out here. It's a sideways move. We finished the week out. That's all it's going to be. Yep. It's going to be a sideways move. It's going to be the Fed has these bonds pegged, folks, pretty closely to where they want them pegged, and I suspect that's going to stay there for a long time. And there's a question, what was going on pre-market with the dive and the rally? It's hard to tell what you actually had there, and the reason being, folks, is this. So if you were around and you trade pre-market, what you're going to see here, let me bring it up, because it was a fast and furious leg down. When the market's not opened, however, it's harder to tell what is actually bringing that baby down. What I do immediately is go over to Apple and Tesla. And even when the market was trading down at that low of 11,407, Tesla as well as Apple was a lot higher. So that was telling me that, hey, man, we could really get a downdraft out here today. Well, I suspect what it actually was just a total disconnect that, yeah, they drove it down, and more than likely who's ever driving it down was actually trying to buy it at that particular point, I guess. Because the fact of the matter was, well, let's put it this way. It's very unusual that you can get the futures down like that when, in fact, Apple and Tesla were higher. So that's how that baby does shake out. We take a look at the gold's continuing higher. Silver, let's go take a look at that silver market. Silver out here, not bad. 118,000 on the way down. That's going against big strength. Yeah, you get going against 246,000 shares. What does happen in a market like this, folks, which is pretty intriguing for longer-term investors, is that they look at the aspect, okay, that the indices are up, and they have been up for quite some time, and then they get their portfolio, and they're looking at it and say, hold it, I'm not up as much as the indices are up. And the reason that is, unless you just own the SPY or own the Qs, okay, which is a great way of doing it, by the way, if you don't want to pay any fees over the course of time. In fact, there's cheaper ones than that mimic it. It'd be the, what is it, Invesco? No, it's Invesco. I'll get that firm. There's a firm that has the least amount of fees, and it's the same S&P and NASDAQ, but their fee structure, thank you, Vanguard, thanks, Duffy. Vanguard would be the way to do it. If anyone's ever asking you folks, okay, they want to be in the market, want to be a long-term deal, bottom line, get one of those Vanguard S&P Qs and put it to sleep, open it up 20 or 30 years from now, and bottom line, you're going to be in the money. Why? Because even if the market kept coming down just 2% a year, over those course of many years, with very small fees, you're in the money. So to get back to the point about the portfolio, what ends up happening, because there are so many equities that actually are down, versus the aspect of the high flyers that people hear about every day, that gets really confusing for folks. And I've seen that happen. Well, we've seen it happen 2 or 3 times in the last 35 years. 35 years, blows my mind. Time, what a trip time is, no doubt. So, let's see. I'm sorry, I just got to keep going back to these folks, because since Tesla and Apple are running the market, I mean, until something happens to them, it's like paint drying, okay? The bottom line is that you can sit here and wait, and nothing is going to happen to the marketplace until either one of those equities basically give it up. And you want to see some, here, look at this wealth, folks, okay? This is pretty amazing. Inside Tesla, right? I did this number this morning, so wait to see this. This is Larry Ellison. You talk about, he has 3 million shares of Tesla. So what I did this, it's outrageous. So what did I say? 3 million shares. So 1,700 times 3 million. Yeah, 5.1 billion. So, so Ellison has made 5.1 billion since the lows of March. This is the lows of March. Never mind 6.2 billion. Okay, I love it. The bottom line, it's a 16, man. And what's so intriguing about those numbers, okay? Oh, that's his total. Thanks, man. 6.2. So it's 5.1 he's made since then. What's so intriguing about some of these monster numbers is that if you put yourself in that place, I mean, are they so used to making that kind of money that they're never going to sell? You know, as I said, Warren Buffett. So in Buffett's case, he's made that in less than he's made 25 billion in less than a month. 25 billion. If we ever do it down to the bottom, oh my God, 200, yeah, forget it. I'm not even going to do it down to the bottom, because you get the gist of it. The gist is some astronomical numbers, yeah. And as to, you know what the surprising thing is that if you go look at Berkshire Hathaway, the stock, for the amount of money that the fund has made, he must have something in there that is not quite right, because the bottom line is that this hasn't got back to its highs. You know, we're trading at 207. The high is 231. So there's evidently a lot of other things in there that, you know, bottom line that he's needed to basically keep that fund up. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live, and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
If you haven't checked out the newsletters page of TFNN.com, what are you waiting for? All of the TFNN newsletters are informative, up-to-date, affordable, and a must-have for every trader looking to gain a competitive informational edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets to offer you the very latest in market news. Plus, new subscribers get to test drive our newsletters risk-free for 30 days. From all aspects of the markets, including stocks, bonds, metals, commodities, and tech, there's a newsletter to fit your needs exclusively from TFNN. Stay informed each day you trade and get that competitive edge that will help you stay ahead of the game. Visit our newsletters page by going to TFNN.com and click the newsletters button near the top of the page. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up 57 and Nasdaq's up 34. S&P's are up 4.5. Let's go take a look at a few of the other fangs out here. You got Google. Google right now is trading up $13. I think that just got to a new all-time high. Let's see. Yeah, it did. $15.97. So let's see how this is setting up. So I can put this on a weekly right now. It's blowing away its swing point. 6.8 million. Oh, man. This is a trip, folks. Okay, so, wow. This is going to, we're going to need a few ABCs to fail if this market's going to go down at all, because on a weekly, okay, so you're down, you come back up. Yeah, it's an ABC up. So you got 1586. You get 1347, 1447, 1587, 47. So you get approximately 250, which would get you, oh, I see. So that's 1,700. So that's another $100. Bottom line is that you close over this 1586. Well, it doesn't even have to close over it because it's going to have the volume. So you get an ABC structure up there, which is pretty intense. We go to Amazon. You know, Amazon wants to hit its all-time high. I wish it would get it over with today. 33.44. It's running into that, but actually, let me look at this. The volume might be dying on Amazon. Yeah, it is. So this is a little bit different. Now, Amazon volume is dying. This is the correlation. So when Amazon made its high in the week of July 17th, you had 31 million. Well, we're only coming into that with 16. So that is a big number. That is saying that, okay, Amazon is getting set up for a retracement. Microsoft, that all-time high is a high-volume all-time high at 217.64, so that would have to get tested at least. This is also dying. Okay, so this is dying on the vine, too. You need volume of 217 million. We're coming into that with 109. So there's some, let's go try to, so we get divergence out here. Not quite enough, but it is quite enough in order to basically have those indices go sideways as Apple and Tesla maybe do their deal. So if you're wondering why those indices have been sideways for such a period of time, that just may be it. Let's go into the transports and take a look at the transports out here. So transports, they're laying right below their highs. That's up $41 today. The highs that were generated out here before the COVID was 11,359. And I think the railroads are the ones that putting some juice into them, actually. Yeah, it's certainly not American Airlines. CSX. We got CSX trading 73.97. Yeah, it's approaching its highs. The highs out here on that is 80. Here it's 73. Now that's dying on the vine also on the way up. What you do have, and this is bearish in the context of kind of where we are, is that the SMHs rule. There's no doubt. And the SMHs, we made that high out here last week, 174. I think that is the high. Let me just see this. It is. That is the high. The SMHs, however, have been going up with a monster contraction of volume. Like when I look at the SMHs come back to 154, and right now you're at 169. What has happened yesterday as well as today also is that you had the aspect that, NVIDIA snapped back today. Let me see this. Yeah, NVIDIA, that's up 1270 today. And that's overtaken its highs. So that's last high was, it hasn't. Yeah, it did. It just took it out. So 599.84 was the last high. Right now we just did 500.25. And, so the NQs, they just continue to go higher because Apple continues to go higher. Apple more than likely, this thing's going to run. You're up $16 right now. There's no reason it can't be 25. I'd love to see it go up to 25 actually and then fall apart. Because when you get a run like this, that's the only time that you can basically get a contraction that can be dramatic. So this is what ends up happening. Let me see something. We're at 22 million. Yesterday you did 36, 31. Okay. You're going over 52. Well, you're going to need a lot more volume. Most times, you get a couple of the tigers talking about a blow-off high. What you need for a blow-off high is you need an exponential price as well as volume. That's how that kind of works out. Now, we would get the volume from yesterday, but you don't get it from a few days ago. You really need another exponential deal. And I suspect, Dave White was talking about intraday that they had been shorting Apple. They're certainly not holding Apple overnight because still overnight it's only 0.7% that's in a short position. So intraday, there's no doubt you can have folks that have been shorting it, and the bottom line every time I don't know why you short Apple to begin with, but bottom line they're doing it, and what you need out here is that to not only be over, because you can see every single time intraday, then that just runs it a little bit more, and when you take a look at the weighting, you can see that this market, man. Folks, what you can do on this market is you can learn a lot about markets because of the way that the Nasdaq is running, and the S&Ps the S&Ps pitch are only up 4 points, and you have Apple, as well as Microsoft, up big. And so inside of that S&P, well, here, let me see if I can do it this way. Let's see. How can I do this? I should be able to do this. I know there's going to be somewhere I can do this on this. 1 second. SPY. Let me see this. Let's do it this way. I got to be able to see quickly how many more are down, actually, inside the S&P. I've never done it like this. Okay, what do I do? When I do the NDX, I go like that. Okay, so let's do the SPX. SPX. Do it that way. It doesn't do the same thing. Oh, here we go. Okay, here we go. Okay, so now what I just did, folks, I took the SPX. Look at this. This is sick. Okay, so you get 500 stocks, and right now, as you're looking at this, yeah, there you go. There's only out of the 500 stocks, there's only 135 that are in the positive at all. And now we're talking pennies too. 1 penny, 2 pennies, 5 pennies, 6 pennies. Then I get down to, let's see, the top 100. You get 18 cents. Listen, look at this, man. Oh, this is sick. Watch this. You get down to the 150. So 42 stocks out of 500. That's $1. $1, mind you, on some of them that are, okay, so now it turns into $2. It turns into $2 with stocks that are 200, 150. Oh, this is wild. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Back in the day, I joined Hotel California in 2006, and like many of you, was drawn in by, as well as,
Whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows.
you see, I believe that everything in life happens for us, not to us, and Tom ignited the fire within me to want to learn how to master the markets. So how did I go from knowing nothing about technical analysis to becoming the #1 market timer for the S&P 500 in 2018 and the #2 market timer in 2019? Simply put, I hired coaches with a proven track record, which led me to a whole new set of tools that I created to interpret the message of buyers and sellers. I would love the opportunity to teach you this award-winning set of tools and to help you improve your market timing. You can test drive my newsletter service, Mastering Probabilities, for the next 30 days with no risk to you. Plus, you'll gain access to archive workshops that'll take you step by step through my system. Sign up today by going to the homepage of TFNN.com and selecting Mastering Probability in the newsletter tab.
The gold market has taken off topside in a large way in 2020. If you want to take advantage of this sector, now is the time to subscribe to my gold report. The gold report took profits in 4 of its equities in the gold portfolio in the first week of January for a combined profit of 99.2%, with 2 positions left in the portfolio that have a profit of 67.5% as of January 7th. The gold report is a comprehensive look at the metal sector as well as the markets that move gold, which is the currency and bond markets. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Every Monday morning, I publish the gold report with coverage of gold, silver, bonds, the XAU, HUI, GDX, as well as more than 30 different mining equities. To see for yourself the types of profitable trades that are recommended within the gold report, sign up now by visiting TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the next great gold trade. Sign up today.
With markets trading with extreme volatility and peaks and troughs everywhere, regardless of what you're looking at in the markets, this is a great time to see the type of analysis Basil Chapman delivers for his subscribers every market day with the Opening Call newsletter. Basil has been analyzing markets, providing his take for subscribers to his trading services since 1984. Every morning, Basil publishes an update for his subscribers, along with weekend and evening updates when warranted. The Opening Call provides traders a daily market overview with regard to the direction of the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, along with specific recommendations, including stops and targets. You also gain instant access to Basil's subscriber webinar archive from earlier this year, a dark cloud cover, and essential market analysis. Ride the Chapman wave today by signing up for the Opening Call newsletter on the front page of TFNN.com under the newsletter tab. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Sign up today.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Let's see. Why shouldn't it hit 500? We'll get our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, coming up in 2 hours. Maybe you can get that even number from him. He loves those even numbers. So 491.35. Yeah, let's whack that thing at 500 and see what happens up at 500. Tesla's still hanging strong. Well, coming up the rear is Google too. The bottom line is that Google's up $13.34. You're over the highs that were generated out here at the 1586. You're at the 1595. In fact, I didn't look at Facebook. Where's Facebook? Because Facebook has some weighting in there too. Yeah, so the high in Facebook, that can get tested too. 278. And right now you're at 279. You're at 270 rather. Yeah, there's no reason that high can't get tested. That's a high volume high too. So bottom line is that it's a brave new world, folks, inside of the NDX 100. Now, what you do have, there's no doubt, the big dog out here, Amazon and Microsoft. In both those cases, they are coming up to their highs, and you have contraction in volume in a dramatic way. So one can offset the other. That being said, you know, the composite, let's see what, this got to be at an all-time high today. Yeah, it is. The composite is up $57. The high of yesterday was 11,283. You're at 11,324. Stay right there, folks. We got Think or Swim coming up next. Then we get our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, Steve Rhodes, Dave. Wait, I'll be back this afternoon. Have a great one, folks. Have a safe one.